LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
What up, my nigga?
SED LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
This is a SED LowKey TV production.
SED LowKey TV, breaking fools off.
Yeah. You a hopper fool?
SED LowKey TV, breaking fools off. Yeah. We on.
I've been hearing this name a lot. Jay Clayton.
Car thief motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck if he knew your ass or not. He would help you fix your car and come back that night and steal your shit. He didn't give a fuck.
Okay, all right. Give me some feedback on him low riding.
Oh, he was a straight rider. He was a straight low rider. He was a low ride motherfucker. Tall, black, tight, nappy, natural head motherfucker. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
he was one of the dudes that was out there. If Jay caught you slipping, he got you. He didn't give a fuck if he knew you or not.
All right. Let's see. Let's talk about some traditional days. I heard back in the day, Brookside Park was a spot for the 1st and the 4th of July.
I never hit it on the 4th, but every New Year's we used to hit Brookside Park. And the thing, this was when Brookside Park was like damn near all fucking dirt. You know what I'm saying? We would charge our batteries up, all that damn. We would push out like 12 o'clock at night, you know what I'm saying, 1 o'clock in the morning to get you a spot, sleep in your goddamn car to be there in the morning when everything started cracking. When you look around and it's just lowriders everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, Brookside was the spot up for New Year's for me. I never hit it on the 4th, but New Year's Day.
Okay. Do you know how everything transformed over from the 1st to the Majestics and the 4th to the individuals?
No, I really couldn't tell you how it flipped over. You know what I'm saying? Because, mind you, I had a bunch of cars, but I didn't cut everything I had. I just put rims on them because I was known for a glass house. And my whole thing was after I had totaled out my 74 back in the days. So I had a bunch of, I call them in-between cars just to keep me in the game. But I wouldn't spend no money on cutting them. I put rims on them, I paint them, I put some music and do the interior, but I would not put no hydraulics in them. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing was to find me a glass house with 76. And bam, that's what I did.
Okay. How did Original Riders come about?
Where Original Riders came about, well, I'm gonna tell everybody like this. I was this close to being a stylistic. You know what I'm saying? Dulo, my boy, you know what I'm saying? I used to go to the shop all the time, hang out with him. When I cut my car, Dulo used to fine tune it for me, and that's when I was out there hopping it like I didn't have no sense. So till one day, my buddy Gabe, that used to be my vice president, he said, man, who you gonna ride with? I said, man, I'm gonna ride with Dulo, man. I'm gonna be a stylistic. And then he put the idea in my head. He said, man, you know what? We can start our own club. You know, we got enough people that'll follow you. I said, okay, well, you know, let's see how it goes. So I had like about 7 to 8 dudes. You know what I'm saying? So just to cut to the chase, I wanted an idea on what should our club be called, you know. Now, you gotta look at it now. This is in 2000 when I started the Original Riders. So I put it out there, we had a little meeting. We didn't have no name yet, so I said, hey man, I'm looking for a name what to call the club. So everybody started coming up with these names, but the names they coming up with is their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They want to call it Whoop the Wop and all this old shit, some gangbang shit. And I told them, I said, look, if I want to sit up there and go to some gangbanging shit, I'm going to name the club after my hood. You know what I'm saying? I said, but I ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? I said, so at that point, I said, you know what? I don't want no ideas from anybody. I said, I'm going to think of a name. So, true story, I was asleep. And I woke up out of a dead sleep and said, damn, that's the name I'm gonna use. I jumped up, got out the bed, wrote it down on a piece of paper so I wouldn't forget, and then went back to bed. You know what I'm saying? And the name I chose was Original Riders. I called a meeting, I put it out there to everybody, they said, yeah, that's cool. So I took that and I ran with it. I had the plaques made, the chains and the shirt, and that was in 2000.
Okay.
So my club been in existence for ever since, like 20 years from.
Right. But you started Low Ride, you say was in what year was that?
76.
76. Okay. All right. So anything you want to put out there
Well,
for the people?
well, back then, you know what I'm saying, my first lowrider, like I say, was a 74 Impala. Now, like now they got all the shops and stuff. We still had shops, but we didn't have no money. We didn't have no money like that. So, first person to cut by, you either cut your car in the front or you cut it in the back. Nobody never did both at the same time. At least not in my neighborhood. We didn't do it like that. We didn't have no money. So, the first person to cut my car was a guy named Alex, a Mexican guy over here from Avalon off of Lansing. That's what Rat learned how to cut cars and weld. The homie Roy C, that's where he learned how to cut cars and weld. Everybody used to go to Alex to get their cars cut. Alex cut me out in the front, and it wasn't like these shops they do now, where they install all your shit. Alex had a crane. He would lift your car up with this big old giant crane, cut all your shit out, cut your suspension system out, blow your hose, put your strokes in there, your cups, your coils, let your car down, and you drive that motherfucker home and go hook it up your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got my car cut in the front. You know what I'm saying? Then later on down the line, I cut my car in the back. Ethan cut me out in the back for a 6-pack in the joint, right there in his driveway.
A 6-pack in the joint.
6-pack in the joint. Ethan's still over there cutting cars, you know what I'm saying? And he cut me out when I was like 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then like everybody, now you can go buy metal. We didn't know nothing about buying metal. So what I did for a battery, first I had 2x4s to hold my batteries in. You know what I'm saying? So then what we started doing, he said, go get some bed rails. We walked the alleys where the apartments was at. You find some bed rails, you take them back. And that was my first battery rack, was made out of bed rails. You know what I'm saying? So like now, everybody, they got it easy, you know what I'm saying? But it costs. But back then, we used to follow the little furniture trucks and go steal the gates off the trucks. You know what I'm saying? And come back, you know. As far as batteries, we didn't know to go buy no batteries. We would drive around, find a neighborhood that we didn't know, and bam, everybody's hood would be up. We stealing everybody's batteries. That's the way we got down back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always hitting your pocket doing this and doing that. No, we was hustling and we was stealing shit off top. That's what we was doing.
Right. Back then, hopping wasn't that big back then, or was it?
No. Well, I put it like this. If your car could do a curb or a soda can, you was the motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing, it was low riding. It was how low can you go? You know what I'm saying? The first person, because it's always this tit for tat shit on who started low riding and who did this. The first person that made a car jump off the goddamn ground was a partner of mine, a dude I know named Sunday Sims. The motherfucker had a 62, I believe it was a Buick. No, not a Buick, Oldsmobile. Or a 6.6 Impala, one of the two. And he made that motherfucker come off the ground, all 4 tires. Blam! You know what I'm saying? He was the first one to make a car leave the ground.
Okay. All right. Give me some thoughts on hidden switches. Nowadays, I guess it's okay for you to let somebody hit your switch. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, my whole thing is, I mean, it don't faze me one way or another, because the whole thing is the performance of the car. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this whole concept. You go to the racetrack, you don't see the owner of that race car getting behind the wheel. No, he paying somebody to drive that motherfucker. Same thing like this airplane. You don't see the guy that owns the plane flying the goddamn plane. He paying a motherfucker to fly the plane. So when it comes to low riding, if you want somebody to hit your switch because your skill level ain't like that, have no problem with it, because it's the performance of the car. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants somebody to hit a switch, let him hit it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well said, well said. Give me a little feedback on, and you seen Gangster's video.
Yeah.
Dre's video. Gangster was talking about when you come through back in the day, it was like a car show. Everybody's shit was clean. Give me some feedback on that, like back to churches or Crenshaw or wherever.
You was, okay, my whole thing with my car, cause I'm gonna speak on my behalf, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing with my club is street clean and highway ready. Cause I don't like to do just local shit. I like to hit that highway, I like to get that tip in. I like to ride. You get more respect, you know what I'm saying, when you ride out somewhere. Not just going from here like over to Dodger Stadium, you know what I'm saying, right around the corner over here to Walmart some motherfucking where, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing is see new faces in different places. So I like to hit the highway, you know what I'm saying? So, like, back then, yeah, your shit was clean. A lot of dudes, a lot of clubs, they put the emphasis on chroming out and doing all this. I tell my club members, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. But that motherfucker better hit that goddamn highway. Simple as that. Street clean, highway ready. If you don't do all that extras, that's on you. But that motherfucker, when I call the roll call, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and roll out, your ass better be in line with your chrome and everything, get ready to ride.
That's right, that's right. So you're the lone soul only president of Original Riders.
That's it. I don't, chapters might cool for somebody. I'm not in the numbers. I'm in the riders, dudes that's with it from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you got 5 niggas or 500 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, when you get a lot of chapters, this is just me personally speaking. No hating on nobody or whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? Just me personally speaking. When you got this chapter over here, this chapter over here, this chapter over here, so now you got 3 or 4 different heads, you know what I'm saying, running that chapter. You know what I'm saying? And then that chapter probably don't want to listen to this chapter. You say like, hey man, line your car up over here. Like, fuck you. I don't ride with you, I ride with so-and-so. So to me, chapters is a whole lot of confusion and bullshit. So no, Original Riders will never do a goddamn chapter.
Okay, all right, just one club under one roof.
Yeah, I'm the president, I'm the founder. You know what I'm saying? That's it and that's all.
All right, anything else you would like to put out there for the people?
Hey man, let's all get together and let's low ride. You know what I'm saying? All this hating, this negativity, all this bullshitting. Man, see, low riding, it ain't got no room for no set tripping, no bullshitting, and no politics. You know what I'm saying? Dudes be talking about, oh, I ain't gonna fuck with the Mexicans over here. The Mexicans, oh, fuck the Mayates. Well, you know, they discriminate against the white boys or the Asian brothers. You know what I'm saying? We all do the same thing, man. We got the love of these motherfucking cars and low riding, homie. So let's just all get together, you know what I'm saying, come together as one, and man, and let's low ride. I'm gonna tell you the best experience that I had is low riding, you know what I'm saying, is with Pastor Faye. Cause that lady changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Truly she did. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was still a hothead. And if you look back when the association first started with Pastor Faye, that lady opened up her doors to us. She didn't know us from nowhere, and she said, the first thing I thought about when I heard, because Dwight brought Pastor Faye, into the fade, into the mix. And the first thing I thought about was she finna try to make us go to church. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a pastor.
Right.
But what she wanted to do was just bring everybody together. You know what I'm saying? Under one motherfucking umbrella, and just learn how to love and get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? And over the years, that's what we was doing. That was the best experience I had with Pastor Faye. I mean, we did some shit like that movie Poetic Justice. We went and got some trucks. We would hit the little post office up and pick up all the goddamn food and deliver it to the homeless shelter, feed the homeless. And Pastor Faye kept us in the mix by doing a whole lot of community events. You know what I'm saying? She brought us together. Then once she passed, it was still trying to hang on and hold on, but it was never the same. You know what I'm saying? Without Pastor Faye.
Right.
And let me say this about Pastor Faye. She's the first and the only female that got to be in the individuals. After Pastor Faye, it'll be no other. And I'm not even from individual. I'm from Original Riders. You know
Okay. All right. Any relationship with White Boy Eric?
Oh man, I've been knowing White Boy, man, for 100 years. White Boy had a foe, man, that you can kill for. I don't know who did that mural on the back, but I think White Boy Eric, if he wasn't the first dude to stick a mural on his car, he might have been the second. You know what I'm saying? But White Boy Eric, true rider. That live, breathe, bleed, everything low riding. You know what I'm saying? White Boy Eric is 1,000 with it. Always have been from day one. Cool brother.
All right. All right. Well, this SED TV Sunday Conversation. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here, and I'm always low riding. Once you get that feeling in you, man, you can't stop. At least that's with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my club motto, you probably can't see the tag, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. But my club motto is, it ain't where you from, it's how you come. You know what I'm saying?
All right. This SED TV Sunday Conversation.
Yes, sir.
SED LowKey TV breaking fools off.
What up, my nigga?
SED LowKey TV breaking fools off.
This is a SED LowKey TV production.
SED LowKey TV breaking fools off.
Yeah. You a hopper fool?
SED LowKey TV breaking fools off. Yeah. We on.